So I'm Lori Rappaport, the founder and director of the Focusing and Expressive Arts Institute. And we're so happy today to have Akira Ikemi with us to present on Asian focusing methods. I'm so happy to be with all of you today and to welcome and to have Akira with us. And I want to just tell you a little bit about the Roots, Branches, and Wings series. That we began the Roots, Branches, and Wings to have pioneers and master teachers from focusing in the expressive arts to bring forward the roots, the foundations of those teachings, and then to see how they unfold into the different approaches and and theories, which we are really the branches, how they develop, and then how they evolve into the wings, which is how it spreads out into the rest of the world, which is all of us being here to carry them out. It is a great honor for me to welcome you, Akira.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you're here and so happy to introduce you. So I want to share with others that we met actually like it was in 2007 or 8.
Eight, I think. Eight.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. In
Maybe
Canada.
in person there, but I first met one of my when I was teaching art therapy at Notre Dame de Namur University. One of my students was doing her research on collage and wanted to interview
Oh, oh,
people, and I suggested she interview you.
oh.
And so for everyone, because Akira was writing on experiential collage work,
Yeah.
integrating focusing with collage. And I
Mm.
had never met him, but I found the paper so interesting. So that's how we connected. And then we met the next year at the International Focusing Conference. And then since that time, we just have been collaborating. And for people
Mhm.
to know, Akira translated my book with his students, Focusing Oriented Art Therapy, into Japanese. And then we co-wrote a chapter in this book, Art Therapy in Asia, and other things. So we're just delighted for you to be here. And I do want to share before we begin going into the Asian focusing methods, just a little bit more formally for everyone. So Akira studied with Professor Eugene Genlin at the University of Chicago around the time that the book Focusing came out.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
he's taught full-time at universities in Japan and is currently professor. He just became emeritus at Kansai University Graduate School of Psychology. Akira is a certifying coordinator of the International Focusing Institute and has served as a board member of the Institute, as well as other academic organizations, including the World Association for Person-Centered and Experiential Psychotherapy and Counseling, and the Japanese Association for Humanistic Psychology. He's one of the founders and past presidents of the Japanese Focusing Association, which is Japanese focusing is really big, really, really big in Japan. And Akira's written many articles in books in Japanese and in English and teaches internationally online. He was named this is quote unquote living luminary by the Journal of Humanistic Counseling in the USA, and he's the 15th person to receive the prestigious Japanese Association of Humanistic Psychology Award. So yay and welcome.
Yeah,
So
wonderful.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you. And how it all happened is um, about 12 years ago now. Time passes so fast. I was I took a retreat and I was meditating in a Buddhist temple in Thai near Myanmar, and actually, and You sit for long hours meditating, and it's quite boring actually to sit for many hours. And then I noticed that I'm focusing in the meditation. And so that I could be sitting in meditation and be doing focusing at the same time.
Mm.
And I've tried many ways of doing that. And I found at least 3 ways that I could do that. And which is like the blending of mindful sitting and focusing. So one of them is observing thoughts, right? The other one um, is observing the self who has the thoughts.
So one is observing thoughts, and then the second is observing the self that has the thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. And the third is um, symbolizing your felt sense as a cloud in the sky. And so you could, a felt sense is like a cloud. So you can symbolize it as a cloud in the sky. But if you're underneath the clouds, it could rain. So you could go over the clouds, become the sky, and look down at the clouds. And there you might see, many clouds of your life. And just observing those.
So the felt sense can be symbolized as a cloud,
Yeah.
but it could be raining on, so you can go higher than that. You can get more distance, like
Yeah.
up there.
And from up there, you can see many clouds of your life.
Mhm.
And you don't feel like you have to do something with them. You could just be observing them. It's the question of who is focusing. And right when I got back from Thailand, um, a Buddhist friend of mine, uh, he is an ordained monk, although he doesn't practice as a monk now. He said that one of my colleagues, who is a Zen monk, uh, you might know him, he's quite famous, Issho Fujita. Lori knows Issho, right? Right. So Issho has written a book with his colleague. It was called Buddhism Updating. And the book was a paperback book. It was very, very interesting. I got it, I think, on the way back home from the airport. And I was fascinated with the book because it raised a very important question, and that was who is meditating? And that was very important because for them, because in meditating, you let go of the self, right? But then people work so hard to focus, to meditate, to be enlightened, you know. So that's only strengthening their egos. So I was thinking, well, the same thing could happen in focusing. When people try so hard to focus, it becomes me thing. And so why don't we abandon the self as in meditation? For example, when we sit in mindfulness, okay, you don't have to look for them, they come to you. But again, the subject here is they come. Is I'm not looking for them. Right? They come, thoughts come and thoughts go. Right? So they come and go. And come and go. And sometimes there's something that stays with you for a while. Or there's something you want to look at. And that's when you notice, oh, here's a thought that I'm wanting to look at. Or just be aware that here is something significant. I want to introduce another one, uh, and I'll just do a demonstration of it. Kanga. Okay. So Kanga means observing self or observing ego. Um, so there is a self, shall I say, small self behind the thought. Behind really, actually, any thought, there is a self. Um, so supposing I feel uh, critical of myself, there usually is a criticizing self, right? So you realize, oh, there is a criticizing part of me, or a criticizing self, we might say. And then try to imagine that part that brings you this critical thoughts. And how old is that person, gender-wise, and he or she, how is the person dressed? So you can image that part. And what is that part telling you? And the point about this is to be thankful that it's telling you something. So even though it could be criticizing you, it's trying to protect you in some way. So be thankful that it's trying to protect you. And if appropriate, you can send the words of compassion, which is, may I be well and happy. May I be well and happy is both you and that other self. They're both you. So both I. So may I be well and happy. And if that part disappears, again, you are aware that it disappeared, or it went away. And go back to breathing in, air coming in, air going out. Like that, okay? So again, set a time, no designation of listener and focuser. Um, and I don't think we have time to do breakout rooms with this, but I like to demonstrate this. Uh, and I will demonstrate this with Lynn. Again, we first sit in mindfulness. And be aware of air coming in, air going out. Be aware of your weight on the sits bone. Just find a place where there is a balance of your weight on your left and right sits bones. Also, you can move forward and back and see if you're comfortable. and thoughts will come and thoughts will go. But if there is a particular thought you want to dwell on, or a thought dwells with you, let me know.
Thought about there's a thought about if there's no it's sort of a similar thought that I had with the last one, which is if there isn't a facilitator and a focuser, you know, when do I start, kind of, or like I'm waiting for you, but I'm also waiting for me. And yeah, that's the thought.
So be aware that you have this thought, that you're somehow without a facilitator, you feel sort of, what should I say, uncomfortable or
Awkward. Or no,
awkward.
it's not. No, it's not awkward. It's unsure.
Unsure. Okay. hmm
Unsure.
So maybe we can try working with Kanga on this thought, if you like to. So there is a part of you, or there's a self that feels unsure when there is no facilitator. Um, can you contact that part of you or that self in you and see how this self looks like? Is it a he or she? How old?
It's a she,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a younger person.
Hmm.
Mhm.
About how old, can I ask? Just roughly.
And
10. Yeah, okay. 10-year-old.
maybe a little older than that, 12.
Mm-hmm. 10 or 12 around there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And how does she look? Like, what is she doing? Or
She's a little bit shy.
hmm.
You see her kind of peering, like around a wall or a doorway.
Mm-hmm. Peering in a doorway.
Yeah, into a space of
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
with somewhat of a maybe a questioning face, like a
Mm-hmm.
question on her face.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a little worried.
She's worried. Mm-hmm.
You can see it in her forehead, the worry.
Oh, oh, okay. What is she worried about?
Well, she wants to get it right.
She wants to get it right. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
If she were telling you something, what would she be telling you?
She wouldn't be telling me, she'd be asking,
Mm-hmm.
like, is it okay?
Is it okay? Is it okay? Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So be aware that there is this girl self who is worried, is it okay? And what would you say to her?
Yes, of course it's okay. You're
Mm-hmm.
good. You're fine. You're good. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how does she react to that?
She's sort of tentatively coming out from around the wall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And there's something about politeness. She wants
Polite.
she wants to be polite
She wants to be polite. Okay.
and respectful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Polite and respectful. You could perhaps uh, you could thank her because she brings you politeness and respectfulness, which is, I guess, an important part of you also.
Mhm. She did leave. She kind of skipped off.
She just skipped off. Okay. Okay, let's go back to air coming in, air going out, realizing that being aware that she skipped off.
There is a part of me that's kind of watching her go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's still in the view,
Sorry, what did she's
still in my view, like
oh
in the
she's telling you.
back of her, just kind of going off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How does it feel to watch her off, see her off?
Comfortable.
Sorry, I could
Comfortable. Sorry,
comfortable.
it feels comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So be aware of that. Be aware that you're feeling comfortable to seeing her off.
it's a sense of sort of uh satisfaction
Mm-hmm.
or pleasure in her contentedness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And maybe we could just send some compassion to her and to yourself as well. May I be well and happy. Mhm.
Yes, it's very calm.
Okay, now, so be aware that it's very calm now. I think if it could be a good place to stop.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Too.
Okay. Thank
Really
you.
lovely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Was there something, if we were to reflect on this just a little bit, what were some of your impressions?
Um, well, I had some familiarity with this,
Hmm.
having seen you demonstrate it before and then work with clients using it. And it was definitely a different experience, really fully having a partner, because I've tried it on my own, but it's different with a partner.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And so, and I did find sort of almost like a sense of kind of competition in my thoughts, like which one is going to come forward. And but that one was really the one, like you made a comment like uh the thoughts will come and thoughts will
Yeah.
go, but maybe there's one that's feeling, like you want to go into
Well.
dwell on it. And that's the one that kind of
Mhm.
raised its hand and said, yeah, I want some attention here.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, and there weren't it's interesting because it wasn't a very surprising experience, but it was also new at the same time.
Mhm.
Um, Learning something new about something I was very familiar with.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting because, as Doreen said, that compassionate part, as soon as I experienced this self thanking her for being, helping me be the polite and respectful person that I am, she was happy go lucky skipping off. And it was like
Right.
she felt that she didn't have to worry.
That's right. Yeah. She felt understood. She felt like, you know, um, the reason why she's here is has been understood.
Yeah, so she can go off and
Yeah.
on her merry way.
That's very interesting. Yeah. How she skipped the way she was skipping. That's very, very touching.
Thanks. I think what I found powerful in that too, what you were just talking about, like Lynn, how when you felt like then that part could just skip off. I think what I noticed was, wow, like there really is a genuine, like authentic release of that part where we get hooked sometimes, or get triggered or whatever. And that somehow in being able to be with it and notice it and that whole process, it was a true easy, like it just got released. I
Yeah.
found that really powerful.
Mm-hmm. 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 It's very interesting for me because in some way, I'm a very orthodox focusing person. Uh, I studied, uh, I was a double major in college in psychology and philosophy. And I took courses and studied with Gene Genlin. So I'm pretty much sticking to his Genlin's theory, and I've done that for a long time. But in the last 10 years, I'm sort of developing this on my own. So it's like another aspect of me. There's an aspect of me as a Orthodox Genlin scholar, and the other side, which is like a meditator and innovating things about focusing. And what I tried to show you is that we don't have to work so hard, okay? And thoughts come, felt sense comes. Sometimes it tells us something, and we can be thankful to